Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Hello my dear pupils, how are you all? Hope you are enjoying your holiday and I hope you are not missing any of this Citywide International School Ibadan or your State Nigeria e-learning platform. May Almighty Allah put barakah on whatever you have learned. Ameen. This is Citywide International School Ibadan or your State Nigeria e-learning platform. pry5 Basic Science and Technology, which is prepared by Mr. Odende Yusuf Idowu. And alhamdulillah, we are on week 7, and this is lesson 1 for week 7, and the topic for today is force. What is force? Force is an action that causes an object to change position. What do I call it? Force is an action that causes an object to change position. It can also make a moving object to stop. Force can also make a moving object to stop or to come to a rest. It is force that push or pull an object to change position from where it was and move it forward or backward. And it is the same force that can be used to stop that moving object. That's why we said force is an action that causes an object to change position. We have groups. Force is grouped into two. That is, we have two groups of force. They are contact force and field force. What do I call it? Contact force and field force. Let's start with contact force. Contact force is a force between two objects in close contact with each other. Listen once again. Contact force is a force between two objects in close contact with each other. That is, both of them, they touch each other. They make contact by what? Maybe touching each other before that force could be applied. Example of such contact force is called push, pull, and friction. What do I call it? Example of contact force is what? Push, pull, and friction. Like the picture showing before us, you can see the two people at the back. They are pushing the person on a ride to move forward. That is what? Contact force, because they use their hand to touch the object to move forward. That's why we call it contact force. And that one will lead us to push. That is one of the examples of contact force. What is push? Push is a contact force which causes an object to move away from the applied force. What do I call it? Push is a contact force which causes an object to move away from the applied force. For example, if you look at the picture before us now, like a car that has a little fault in starting up the engine, by which the owner called on the people around to assist him to move it forward by pushing it. That's what. When they push it, the force we move that object to move. We make that object to move away from the applied force. That is push. The second one, which is pull, that is attracting it towards yourself. Pull is a contact force which causes an object to move towards the applied force. What do I call pull? Pull is a contact force which causes an object to move towards the applied force. Example of that is what? Opening of door. When you open a door, you pull it, you attract that door towards yourself. That's what? You attract it towards yourself. That's what? Pull. Let me cite another example. Like two friends fighting, and the other one wants, maybe he hold the first person something, and he doesn't want to pay that person, and he wants to move forward. The other person pull his shirt. That's what he draw him towards himself or herself. That's what? Pull. Pull is a contact force which causes an object to move towards the applied force. Now let's go to the second group of force, which is field force. You know, we said we have two groups of force. They are contact force and the field force. And we give example of contact force as a pull, push, and the friction. So the second group of force is field force. Field force is a force between two objects that are not in contact. What did I say? Field force is a force between two objects or more objects that are not in contact. They are not together. Like that of contact force, you know, they are together. They are side by side. They lean on each other. They touch each other. But this field force, they did not touch each other. They are not together. They did not what? They did not lean on each other. They did not make contact with each other. Example of that is magnetic force, electric force, and gravitational force. Magnetic force, you know, immediately you have two magnets or magnetic objects together. If they have the same side, they will repel. That's why they say like poles repel, unlike poles attracts. They are talking about magnets. So in this one, they don't need to touch each other before they make what? The force is exerted. After that, we move to effect of force. What does force cause? That's what we call effect of force. One of the effects of force is it causes an object to change position. It causes what? An object to change position. Let me cite example of that of a magnet. One magnet with north pole will easily attract the other magnet with south pole without anybody putting them beside each other. If you put them aside, the first one will attract it. That is what it causes that object to change position. Even force, it makes our cars to move. Look at the picture before us. Look, you can see the horse riders running with force. In other words, they are on a competition. They want to know who can run faster than the other. And with their exertion of a force on their horse, and their horse too, they are also using force to outrun each other. Due to the effect of force, they change position from the static position to what? A moving position. Second effect of force is that it makes an object to stop moving or come to rest. Example of that is you can see a car moving, but all of a sudden it just what? Come to a rest or stop due to what? Application of brake. That brake we apply is a force to make that moving vehicle to what? To come to rest or to stop. That is what? Is an example of, is another effect of force. It makes an object to stop moving or come to rest. The third effect of force is that it helps in maintaining balance in many cases. You can see this thing. They made a balance because what? They exerted force on the plank. The two objects placed on the plank, you can see. And when we are doing pulley, we say we have fulcrum, effort, and what? Load. So in this one, that's what they use, and it maintains balance due to the force exerted on it. The fourth effect of force is that it makes object to change when compressed. Example of such like is that of our can drink or like our can mots. Immediately you are done with that juice inside the can, some people just throw it on floor and what? Place their leg on it with force, and they will what? They will just press it, and when they press it, it change position. It take that object from that of a what? Inflated one to what? To a squeeze object. That is when they compress it. So those are the effect of force. In today's lesson, we are able to learn what force is all about. We learned the groups of force. We also learned the effect of force. We started with the definition of force as an action that causes an object to change position. And we also said force can also make a moving object to stop or to come to a rest. And we discussed the groups of force, which are two: contact and the field force. We said contact force is a force between two objects in close contact with each other. And we gave example of contact force as push, pull, and friction. And we said push is a contact force which causes an object to move away from the applied force, while pull is a contact force which causes an object to move towards the applied force. After that, we move to the second group of force, which is field force. And we said field force is a force between objects that are not in contact with each other or with one another. And we gave example of such as magnetic force, electric force, and gravitational force. And we ended our today's lesson with the effect of force, which are: 1. It causes an object to change position. It also makes an object to stop moving or come to rest. The third one is that it helps in maintaining balance in many cases. And the last one is that it makes object to change when compressed. With this, we come to the end of today's lesson. May Almighty Allah put barakah on it for us. Amen. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.